guys ready?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I want barbecue chips.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Third Wheel, the show where we discuss anything that interests. Stop laughing. The show we talk about things. We make fun of each other. There's a third wheel, and that person's the person who is just absolute worst, and we don't like them. I'm here with Brandon and Grace. Say hello.
Hello.
That's gonna sound awful. Anyways, I'm Steven. We got some stuff today. Last week, Brandon was the third wheel because he sucked at cheating. He's really bad at it, and ruined the legacy of a man who lived to be 102. You just ruined it, all of his life's hard work, into winning at dominoes, and you just went and wrecked it.
I, on the other hand, was really good at it because I soiled a relationship and a man's feelings.
Soiled it! Soiled it!
Soiled it!
Soiled it! Alright, anyways. Brandon, what do you... Because you're a loser.
Wow.
That wasn't the word I was looking for, but it was the word I found.
Wow.
Brandon, because you did bad last week, what are we doing this week?
That's gonna be interesting. I do have like a normal topic to talk about, but I think we're gonna do that another episode. I'm gonna change things up a bit. I'm gonna make this a little chaotic.
As if it's so organized already.
Yeah, but you know what? It's gonna be even more whatever. So, I thought we'd all, there'll be still discussion and stuff, but I found this quiz that I thought would be really funny if we all three took it, and the third wheel would be based off the results. So really, it's kind of a toss-up.
Okay.
What's the test?
Yeah. How does the third wheel get decided from this? Is it like the two who are similar results, the other one's the third wheel?
I guess we're gonna find out. That's for us to decide. That's for us to vote on. This better not be a BuzzFeed quiz.
Brandon's got what vegetable are you?
Actually, the name of the quiz is what percent duck are you?
Okay.
Oh.
You wanna drop a link so we can actually do this thing? Or just go mute on me, that's fine. Just completely mute when I ask a question.
I was plugging the phone and I didn't want it to make too much noise, but then there was
just make Grace. Don't worry about it. You'll see it in a second.
Where's that link? Where's that link, Brandon?
Sending it right now.
I want to figure out how much duck I am, dude.
That's not it.
I need to know.
Third wheel will be whoever's the least percent duck.
Least percent duck.
Yeah.
Why would I not enjoy this?
Why would I not want to be a duck?
That's not it. That's not the link. Why are you sending that?
That's just the Discord app.
I know.
Why are you trying to break me, dude? What's going on here? You trying to give me a virus or something?
It's BuzzFeed.
That's what I'm saying. like I said, it's gonna be a toss-up, and I thought it'd be really funny. And the part of it is there'll be lots of discussion because there's pictures we're gonna have to describe.
I'm just really confused on. I'm so confused on why Donald Duck is only 50% duck. What is the other 50%?
To be fair, he doesn't waddle, and he doesn't quack.
But he's literally a duck.
Okay.
But yeah, we got some explaining.
Can we put the link in the bio for this quiz? That way people can follow along.
I was gonna say
you can follow along with this quiz.
On the Instagram too, if you want, we could post. I don't know.
Our first post will be this BuzzFeed quiz, and it'll be before the episode drops, so no one will have any idea.
That being said, though, credit to Smart Cookies 886, who made.
We do not give out free promos. You did not hear that.
I just blurred all of that out, Brandon.
Absolutely not.
All of that was blurred out.
We're
Alright,
a business here.
do you know how many questions this quiz is?
I know, and we're gonna talk about each and every one of them. And if you have ducks, if you happen to have duck stories to share, then go ahead. By all
I mean,
means.
I just love watching ducks. Ducks are probably my favorite aquatic animal.
I don't have a story about ducks, but I have one about chickens.
I got.
That's not a duck.
Oh,
That's like 5% duck.
I got.
I think more than that.
Nope.
That is like a solid 30 to 40% duck.
If Donald Duck is only 50% duck, a chicken is
but
like 5% duck.
What's different? Like the film on their feathers that make them waterproof.
The fact that they're not a duck.
And a different type of beak. That's pretty much it.
Different feet, different beak,
Also,
different
like,
lungs,
ducks have like
different.
10-inch penises.
I know. It's fantastic.
I know. Don't ask me why I know that.
Curly duck penis.
Also,
bro.
their penises are corkscrew shaped.
Yeah, they're curly.
Yeah, they're literally, it's called a corkscrew penis. I recommend you guys look it up. It's
like those
disturbing
fries.
but really interesting.
They're like
Also-
the ballpark fries.
Also, duck vaginas are like super spiky.
That's the point. Yeah.
Yeah, they like kill female ducks in trying to reproduce.
Fun facts for the day.
Sad.
I got attacked by a duck on the way up to UNR walking one time. He
I'm
charged
sure you
at me for
deserved
no
it.
reason.
UNR is University of Nevada, Reno. Anyway, I once saw a woman drown a baby duck because she
Jesus
wanted a picture of it in
Christ.
the lake and then it drowned.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh my god. That's
Like
terrifying.
my only duck story. It's really sad.
There's just a lot of ducks on the UNR campus, so I chill with them when I have
We
moments.
have a big raccoon problem on my campus.
Those aren't ducks.
You know, okay, we have a lot of ducks and geese because we have a ton of duck ponds, but like that's not as funny as saying we have a lot of raccoons.
That's fair.
We do
Alright.
also have
Bro, like my work orientation was telling me which raccoons to avoid.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Anyways, we got.
Dibs on going first.
Well, we just
so
got
we're gonna each go
habitats.
through each question like at the same time, so that way we get the results at the same time. But,
Alrighty.
yeah.
Fantastic.
But you can read the question if you want to.
No.
Chris. No.
Well, it's not a question; it's a statement, Brandon.
Yeah,
I don't see a.
First
I don't
thing-
see a question mark.
We need to pick a habitat.
There's
And-
like a swamp. There's like a park-sized duck pond.
No, okay, no. It's not a swamp. It's like a small creek, and it's meant for like, imagine like a coming-of-age story, and you run away, and you're like dramatically skipping pebbles. across. That's what that is.
The main character of our story is having a heart-wrenching moment right now.
And then the next one is like,
It's next to a city, just
yeah,
just a wall.
think like a more deforest version of what's that New York thing? Central
Times, yeah, Central Park.
Park. And then
That's where the filthy rich ducks
the third
live.
one's like,
the lake at my campus, weirdly enough. It's like a small pond with lily pads and there's like a tree and everything.
It just looks like your typical public park pond.
Yeah. It looks like kind of like I wouldn't say a park because there's no like nearby buildings. It's like wilderness. Think of like
It's just a random watering
think of
hole.
like that fishing spot your dad is like, no one knows where this is.
The secret oasis.
Yeah, secret fishing hole. That's kind of what it is. And then there's another one where it's kind of like,
It's a creek with a bridge this time.
yeah, it's kind of like an Asian-looking bridge. Think kind of like, like the World Garden. Think of it as like the Asian portion of that.
It's like that creek you find when you're at like a church camp.
Imagine saying you would
wilderness.
live inside the fucking creek where bitches are throwing pebbles all day. Absolutely not.
Which ones are you guys going for? Because if
Well,
you're a filthy
I-
city duck, I don't like you.
Obviously, the fishing hole.
I'm gonna go with the third one because honestly, the ground
What's
looks
the third one?
the pond one, the flat
The fishing hole.
the flat kind of prairie area looking
The
thing.
secret
Yeah,
oasis.
I feel like I'm less likely to get assaulted by a tourist there.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks more away from
I
people.
feel like my duckling children are less likely to get drowned by a lady with a cell phone.
Well, what
Yeah.
about you? What about you, Steven?
I think I might have to go with the first one, honestly.
The
Um,
fucking Puddle Creek.
yeah, just because of the
Look how shallow
surrounding.
it is. There's a guy who's like ankles deep.
Okay, that's awesome, but like I can swim. It goes places. So if I
Okay,
want
but
to,
like
I can just
ducks
leave.
like need to dive for food. Like if
Uh-huh.
that guy's ankle deep, it doesn't bode well.
Okay, yeah, but this could just be a nice vacation spot for my children.
Fine.
We migrate
Alright.
anyways, like that's a thing that happens, so might as well live life on the edge.
Now we gotta pick a snack.
Oh, throwback to
You
when I went to a pond and I fed a shit ton of ducks wheat thins because that's all we had.
Eric and I got ducks to eat out of the palm of our hand at Tahoe like last year, and it was probably the most humbling moment I've ever experienced because we spent like maybe 40 minutes trying to get the duck just to come close to us, and then we were able to hand feed it bread. It was fantastic. I think it was Cheez-Its and bread.
I've thrown bread to ducks in a pond, but that's about all I've fed ducks.
Yeah, I've used to, yeah. So there's this duck pond by my grandparents' house, and they used to take us all the time as kids. But I want to say fairly recently, it was like a little before like 2020 happened, or maybe it was a little after. I don't remember. I have a terrible memory. But essentially, yeah, my grandpa was taking me somewhere, and he's like, "Well, where do you want to go?" And I was like, "The duck park, obviously."
I want to see the ducks.
Slap. And then he was like, "Oh, well, I have emergency rations in the car." And I was like, "What emergency rations?" He pulls out a box of wheat thins, and I'm like,
I love the
"But like, I
word
like how you're
rations.
calling wheat thins in your car emergency rations."
I have some rations. All right. Well,
Tell me
anyways,
your grandparent is a veteran without telling me your grandparent's a veteran.
got some rations.
All right. Question
second
number
one,
2
yeah.
is, which snack would you pick if you were a duck? The first one, we got a picture of some delicious and dry-looking oats.
Yeah.
The second one is bird seed, which none of us have tried, hopefully. The
Yummy.
third one is some chopped lettuce that looks like leafy and not at all alive. And the fourth is bread.
Except
and
it's
I'm
like
picking
whole.
bread because you know
it's
what?
like it's whole loaves of bread.
Yeah.
Giant ass
Because
loaves.
you know what? I'm not a fucking chump.
I think
Bread is extremely bad for ducks, but you know what? I've never once seen a duck reject it, so it's fine.
I think I'm gonna go with oats here because oats just seem like I don't know.
Yeah, but then you gotta like pick it up like small off the ground.
Yeah,
I-
but they're oats.
You get like
Yeah.
a shit ton of dirt. with it.
I love that, but they're oats though. I like oats.
But
Oats
like
pretty
bread,
cool.
bread floats on top of the water. Oats would like sink.
I am going with bread as well.
Actually, I don't know. What's the buoyancy of oats? No.
I'd probably float for
Yeah,
a
no,
while,
I'm
and
thinking
I
about
think
that. I'm like, wait.
I feel like oats would disintegrate in the water before they actually sank. If they
Yeah.
like water.
Wait, why would they disintegrate? They're solid.
I know, but like
nope,
they get
nope, they are just
Oh, yeah,
powder.
no,
Oats
they
are
get
just solid
soggy.
powder.
They get super soggy.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm gonna pick bread because when I grew up, my grandmother and I, well, she used to do this with all of us. We would all go to like the duck pond in Carson, and we would feed ducks for a little bit, and we would feed them bread because that's also all she had. And there would be like five ducks that were like bullying everyone else because they wanted more bread and they didn't care about the rations. So, yeah, I'm going with bread. Bread's mine.
You wanna know who can like just die?
Oh.
Fucking. I hate geese with a passion.
Have you seen pictures of geese's teeth? Like
Yeah.
that's
They have teeth.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's very terrifying
Hold on,
actually.
wait. I'm going. Hold on.
Actually,
I'm looking up a geese teeth on Google. Oh,
Yeah. kind of terrifying, not gonna lie.
they're so like fucking aggressive. But you know what? Wait, do they have teeth on their tongues? The
think so.
fuck? Or is that just another layer of beak?
I think it's kind of both.
Yeah.
Bro,
I'm pretty
opens
sure.
up his tongue.
I'm pretty sure it's kind of both.
I would
yeah.
love to file down Geese's teeth.
Well, geese
What an
don't actually
afternoon.
like use their teeth like we do. It's kind of just kind of there. They don't like chomp like we do. It's a little bit different.
They've got like that weird ass hump shit on their face sometimes, and that's all the case I need to make.
I don't know. The geese at UNR are very friendly. They are very
Yeah.
nice geese.
Okay.
I also think
Now-
it's because there's a giant ass swan that keeps them in check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
we gotta.
next, so we all picked our thing. Grace and I went with
Yes.
bread.
Yeah.
Brandon went with
bread
oats.
and oats.
All right, so
Yeah.
none of us have the same thing anymore. Anyways, we gotta pick a best friend duck. And guys, I don't know about you, but Sasha looks like kind of a bitch.
I was actually gonna like.
I was
Okay.
gonna say she thinks she's so different.
I was.
She looks like she knows how to turn up.
Kelsey looks like she's been
Hey.
through some things.
But
So-
you know what? So have I.
Kelsey's basically just kind of floating. She's kind of
She's
floating.
like at that stage where she's like a teenager but hasn't developed like that like water nest
She
of her
just-
feathers.
She just experienced what the real world is.
Isn't
Albert.
waterproof yet. Just out on for the first time looking for some bread, but nobody's around.
Albert
Yeah.
looks like he's suffering from emotional damage. He's kind of like.
Albert, I don't know about that. Albert looks like he's vibing, bro.
Albert looks like every other bitch. He looks like he looks like a housewife named like I don't know, what's a basic name?
Karen.
No, not Karen, because
Janet.
like yeah, Janet. Fucking Janet in HR. Got that perfect like part-time job, always there, soccer mom. Like just basic housewife. That's the vibe Albert gives me.
Albert
Mike
just looks like
he wants to be different. Imagine like
Mike looks
that
like.
kid who like bleaches his hair. Doesn't look good.
Mike looks majestic. Other than that, though, he's
For-
just
for
kind of
reference-
standing like.
For reference, Kelsey is kind of like, it looks kind of like a baby duck, kind of like less feathery and more fur-like is kind of how that stage of
Yeah.
the duck. Albert's
Kelsey's
just
not
kind of,
waterproof yet, so she looks like
yeah.
furry.
Albert's kind of like a pure white, full-grown kind of duck. He's just kind of vibing. Mike, on the other hand, it's like if you
He's
put,
like brown with a cut up at his neck.
it's
His
like if
face
you
is
put a
white.
duck's head on top of a turkey.
Bro,
That's
is that
Mike.
Michael Jackson?
And then,
And then Sasha.
And-
Sasha's just your typical duck. She's your typical brown. I don't know what
Sasha's
kind of
looking
duck.
in the distance. Just
Yeah, Sasha likes to think that she's like the main character. Like she's like trying to look out dramatically, like to the song "Making My Way Downtown." Song.
Yeah, Sasha.
Like, she
Sasha
comes
looks
up
like
to
a
that.
typical beach duck.
And dude, you want to know like the epitome of like her brokenheartedness? She listened to Jar of Hearts by what's her name? Christine or Christina, whatever.
Oh my
Whatever
God.
the hell. Whatever, we
Yeah.
don't do promos anyway.
Alright, who y'all picking? Who's your duck?
I think I'm gonna have to like pick Sasha because I also just kind of want to stand on a rock in the middle of a body of water, just kind of stare, think
Dude,
about
Chelsea
stuff.
looks like she's been through it, and you know what? I feel that.
I'm going with my boy Albert because he looks like he's just vibing, vibing in the corner. He's just chilling. Alrighty.
Okay, next question is where to go now. The first picture is just kind of a flat green grassy area with some trees surrounding it.
Mhm.
The next one's just kind of a hill looking area, but the grass looks not.
It's
Is
the
that
little
not-
house
that's
on the
not
prairie.
grass.
It's
Is
Little
that
House
not
on the
grass?
Prairie right now.
Hey, think of like that area by a beach where like sand and soil mix with grass. That's kind of what it looks like.
There's a bright red house sitting on top of that.
It's more like a shed.
It
Very
really is
small.
just a shed.
It's
Oh.
super small.
The next is kind of a more just kind of wet grass
It's,
area
like,
with
it's
a
like a
little.
creek. It's a small
It's-
creek,
it's a-
and it's like a divot into like kind of like marshy area.
I don't even know if you can classify that as a creek. That's like an inch wide.
Mini river.
It's an
Creeks
inch
aren't
in
normally
width.
that big. Like creeks aren't like an actual body of water. Like a majority of the time, they're super like dry and non-existent.
Oh yeah,
most
I
of the
know,
year.
but creeks on like the west side of the U.S. are a lot smaller than what they define as creeks on the in the Midwest and east of the U.S.
I had a creek in my backyard because I owned like a decent amount of property. And it would get like super huge during like the wet seasons, like towards the end of December, like all the way up until May.
Mm-hmm.
And like after like downpour and the flooding kind of like solved itself, it kind of looked remotely like that. I think it's a creek.
No.
I don't know. Agree to disagree. Moving on.
And then the last picture is literally just an alleyway kind of thing.
No, it's not an alleyway because there's a road.
I didn't see a road. I did
It's,
not see a road.
Road
It's
between
like a
two buildings.
yeah, it's like your crowd of apartment buildings on like the New York block.
Weirdly enough, like no sidewalk.
Yeah, so kind of like you're just a road in New York with apartments all over the place.
I
What
think
you
I'm
guys-
gonna have to say creek because source of water, lots of bugs, easy place to hide from hunters.
I don't know about you guys,
I've never
but
seen a duck or a pigeon in the city that wasn't missing a leg. Them witches are ruthless.
I don't know about you guys, but I think I'm going to the red shed. I'm vibing in the shack
Bro,
over here.
you're about to get slaughtered and sent to a supermarket.
You don't know that. I could meet the one girl. I could meet the one girl from Little House in the Prairie.
You know that? No. You want to know what vibes that gives me? That reminds me of Shell City. SpongeBob movie. I don't know why it gives me that vibe, but I don't know.
You're just gonna roast under a lamp, Steven. Just
Right.
I'm gonna have to go with the flat green kind of tree area because honestly,
Turn into a golf course and you're gonna lose your home.
okay,
Some
but
little
like,
kid with a
if we're
soccer ball is
talking,
gonna
like-
murder your children.
If we're talking like personal preference, I think that'd be a great place to just kind of stroll. I don't want to live in a red shed. I don't want to live near the
Live
city.
in the shed.
You
Live
better
by
stay.
the shed.
You better stay away from my shed.
You're
man.
not people. You're a dog.
I don't want to be anywhere near the city. And honestly, like,
Absolutely. Hit by
I mean, I feel like the creek area would be kind of too mushy for me. I don't know.
with my little webby feet.
I don't know, but yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the green kind of flat area.
Notice how I picked
Lovely.
the only area with water, even though ducks literally need water.
I love how you
Let's
picked
figure
the
it out.
water area that's brown. That water is brown. that's got things that'll kill my
literally see
children.
dogs drink like freaking feces water.
That's gonna
I
kill
don't
my
think ducks are
children.
gonna care.
I'm gonna teach my ducks to be ruthless, like in the cool math games and Duck Life. We're gonna do some races.
Oh.
Alright, well, anyways, next question.
Okay, sorry, I just read this next question.
Oh, you know, I peeked at it a little bit. It's really funny.
You're on duckling duty. What do you do? The first one to leave.
The first option is leave, and it's just the mallard taken off, because of course it would be a mallard. You have option of leave group huddle, sit on them, or field trip.
Okay. So
Oh, no,
the
guys.
sit on that one is killing me.
Picture of mother duck like on a log, and she's just like
She's just
sitting her
vibing.
children.
She's sitting on 3 little ducks.
Oh man. Oh.
Yeah.
I'll explain my reasoning, and it's not because of the fact that like field trip is really funny. It's just or just field trip is, you know, the nicer option.
Field trip is like a mother duckling, like literally just walking with her
Yeah.
small ducklings
Have you
behind her.
guys seen the video of the very rainy day where the mother duckling is walking with all of her? Well, the mother duck is walking all of her ducklings, but it's like lightly flooding, and all of the little ducklings just go wash down the sewer drain, and she turns around. And it's just she turns around and it's just like, what the fuck? Why are there only 3 of you? Why are there only 3 of you? There were 7. And then turns around and keeps going, as if the children didn't exist, and then the other 3 then wash down the sewer drain. And she turns around and it's just like,
Ducks
what
have
the
very,
fuck?
ducks are not very attached to their children. They're just very they'll just take care of whatever's there. It's the
Yeah.
same thing with chickens. If you put an egg there, they don't care if they're
Yep.
if it's their babies or not. They're like, well, I guess I hatched you, whatever. But if they're gone, they're like, damn, that really sucks anyway.
And so
Did
for
you see
that
that video of a horse eating a baby chick?
I have
Yes.
seen it.
Yes, it's terrifying but mesmerizing.
My favorite is there was an article written about this farmer who gives abandoned duck eggs to this hen in which hatches these ducklings, and she used to get fucking aneurysms every single time the ducklings would go into water because instant death. But now she's just used to fucking children going into water now.
Running straight for the water.
Yeah, and they're straight up. Now they give all ducklings to her because she's just kind of
Meh.
now it's okay, I guess.
I can't stop raising swimmers.
The last one is group huddle, and it's just all the chicks huddling together while the mom's just staring at them.
She's looking at the person taking the photo.
I think
Sit on them 100%. It's called babysit for a reason.
I'm gonna go with the field trip one. I think because leaving them just feels irresponsible.
I don't think any one of us was considering that option.
Bro.
He's gonna get the milk.
The group huddle just
It's a man.
seems kind
It's
of.
a male duck leaving. The pictures with the chicks are all females, and the one picture of the duck is
The group huddle one just doesn't seem very intriguing. I don't know.
It just looks like all the ducklings are plotting against their mom, and she's not invited.
Sitting on them is funny, but I don't know if they'd appreciate that. I don't know.
The group
It's
huddle
warm.
one gives me the vibes of Monsters Inc. But what's the college one?
Monsters University.
Monsters University. You know how they're doing the cult shit and fraternity stuff in the basement, and then the mom just flips on the lights and is like, I'm just gonna do some laundry. That's what that reminds me of.
Yeah, 100%.
But I'm gonna go with the field trip one. I think we're gonna go on a stroll, and I'm gonna take them somewhere wild. I don't know where.
You can take him to my shack, Brandon.
Yeah, we're gonna go on a field trip to Steven's little shack.
Oh my god. Alright. People listening aren't even ready for this next topic. It's take a break and pick a good duck pun. And you got,
okay.
I keep texting this duck, but she won't respawn. And then you got, these puns are quacking me up.
Man.
And then what did the duck say when buying lipstick? Put it on my bill.
How did
And then
the
you
duck solve the mystery by using deductive reasoning?
Damn.
Oh my god.
Puns are quacking me up.
Is that the one you're going with?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Deductive reasoning is really, really smart and really clever.
Oh man.
Oh no, it's really hard between the respawned and deductive reasoning. Just
I was
because-
gonna say deductive reasoning, but I think these puns are quacking me up. Just kind of sums up all of
It's
them
simple.
pretty well.
It's very simple.
Uh,
Has a simple elegance to it.
yeah.
I think I'm
No,
also
no.
gonna have to do the deductive reasoning. It's really funny. It's not emphasizing part of a word that you don't emphasize normally. Like, no one says respond. You say respond. You don't say pond. You don't emphasize that. You do say deduct.
That's literally that's the joke.
I know, and that's why I picked the other one.
Deductive reasoning. You just say deductive. Deductive.
Yeah, I know. That was my point. You're agreeing with me.
Whatever.
Okay. The
Alrighty.
next question is, we gotta chill out with a buddy that's outside the flock.
Goose, that bitch owes me money.
I don't know about you, but Jobo and Flo, the cows, are really are fantastic.
Bro, Jose the chicken is just kind of strutting. I kind of want to
He's
join him on
showing-
the run.
Bro,
He's
what
showing
the
his
pig is doing
stuff.
some crime in Paris.
I don't know. Lauren looks like the pig from Babe
Well, you know
or
what,
Charlotte's Web.
Lauren gives me red vibes from Shawshank Redemption.
She just looks like some
you know,
kind of
they,
outcast.
Yeah, you know they belong there, but you're always rooting for them.
Can't tell if Gerda's like yelling or just. I don't
She's a
know
goose. Of course she's yelling.
Why does Gerda not have frightening teeth?
She's hiding them.
What.
Ass bitch.
Look
I don't
at
know
those
that-
nostrils, though. It's the
Jose
flare.
the chicken. After that, like
No.
chicken story about your mom taking care of those ducks, I think I'm gonna have to go with the chicken.
No, I'm Jobo and Flo all the way. I like how they're just staring at us.
Jose caught my eye at the beginning of the question, so I'm gonna go with that.
You could just tell how the dynamic works with Jobo and Flo, because obviously, Joe and Bo are the ones looking. Flo's the one in the background who has absolutely no fucking clue what's going on. Just the two of the cows are looking at the camera, looking at the picture, and then there's just another cow head peeking out
Bro,
from
that
behind
guy's
them.
giving side eye.
No fucking idea what's happening right now.
Oh man.
Alrighty.
Um,
Next one, guys. What's the
Okay.
best duck feature? What is your best duck feature?
damn.
The bill, the wings, the eyes, or the feet.
I like how the eyes when he just staring into your soul.
Yeah. It's just a zoom in on a duck face.
I think I will have to go with feet because even if I don't have wings, I can still swim, and like that's the biggest aspect of a duck is the fact that they swim, not really the fact that they fly. Like when I think of ducks, I think of like pond in the water.
I think I'm just gonna go with wings because they look pretty.
But do your
Whoa,
wings look pretty?
that's like
These are
the
your
very
features,
gay.
man. These are your features,
I
not.
know, and I want those wings. I want to have
They
pretty
are
wings.
very pretty wings. They got some blue in there.
I want to have pretty wings.
You know, Brandon picked the wings because there's blue in it. It's
I-
the only reason.
There's a part of me that wants to just say Bill, because why not? But I can't. That picture's so gross. I don't know what's going on, but that ain't a good feature.
That's a picture of a goose, not a duck.
I know it is.
But it's
It's
got
just-
that hump shit.
Yeah, it's got like freaking weird things going on there. I also have to go with wings just because I want those pretty colors.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my god. The next one. Oh. Oh my.
All right. What's your role in the flock?
The
The third wheel. You planned this, you
know,
redhead.
I absolutely did.
That's so funny. Okay, to emphasize. Okay, there's the third wheel, the curious one, the possessed one, and the leader of the flock. The third wheel is there's two white ducks, all white ducks, standing next to this multicolored green duck, and he's just kind of chilling. But what's really funny is that in the background there's another duck far off in the distance, and it's making me absolutely die because it's just like. Yeah, there's clearly a third wheel, but then who is that guy?
He's looming. He's
Oh my god.
slowly approaching.
That is Randall. That is that is Randall back there.
Randall in the corner waiting for his dog food.
He's waiting for his oats.
Are we obligated to select the third wheel option?
I feel like we are all obligated to select the third wheel.
Bro, not Randall, like, in the background waiting for, like, y'all to send in emails to be guests on the show.
To be farther in the picture.
Okay, are we all mutually agreeing with the third wheel?
Yeah, if the third wheel wasn't an option, I would do the possessed one because while that duck is terrifying, it looks kind of cool. But
I
yeah,
was gonna say, I think I would also do the possessed one if we didn't do the third wheel. I just think that orangish kind of eye is kind of cool. Not gonna lie.
At the end of the day, you get into a huge argument. What do? Stare intently, laugh, leave, or question?
Just before you select your option, I believe this is the last question.
it is. It is the last question.
I would just like to say, I want to say stare intently, but I feel like I would clap very loudly. I just never stop talking when I'm upset.
I like how leave is another option again.
I like how stare intently shows both of the duck eyes, but when the duck eye feature was a thing, it showed 1.5 of them.
I think.
I don't know, man. I think I would just quack loudly.
Oh
Yeah, I
man.
really want to say stare intently, but I feel like I would quack loudly.
For me, it's between stare intently and leave.
You know what? You know what? I think I would laugh. Because my favorite part about arguing is when I know I'm right and I get all flustered. I love to laugh in people's faces.
What I love about just the picture of Laugh is he's kind of got like a little glare going on if you look at his eyes, and he's also got this like weird,
He's like,
yeah, it's got kind of a slant, and he's also got like this dimple smile going on.
He does.
It's really funny.
I think I'm gonna go with stare intently. That's just.
I'm gonna have to go with quack loudly.
Okay. Do we all have our results?
Yes.
Yeah. Who wants to go first on their results?
Brandon, because this is his.
That's true.
Okay.
That's true.
Well,
Brandon, what percent? Oh wait, hang on. Before you say, you said the person with the lowest percent duck is the third wheel.
Yes.
Lowest percent duck is the third wheel for this.
Yes.
Automatically, no voting.
No voting.
If it's a tie, then do we vote?
If there's a tie,
okay,
then
if it's
I guess...
if it's a tie, I would like to like read your percentages if they might be different.
Okay.
Because they might be based off of like your thing.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, I doubt that'll happen. We'll figure it out when it comes to
Right,
it.
yeah. Anyways,
Okay,
Brandon.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm 50% duck. Apparently, I'm Donald Duck.
What does it say?
You are Donald Duck.
I am Donald Duck.
Read your thing, yeah.
You could probably be a duck if you're willing to wake up at the quack of dawn.
God damn it.
All right, Steven.
Well, I am 100% duck. And it says, are you sure you're secretly not Donald Duck or something? You did surprisingly well on this. But I'm confused because the thumbnail for this says that 100% duck is not Donald Duck. So why would I be Donald Duck if I'm 100% duck when the thumbnail says that's 50% duck?
Very interesting.
But yeah.
I think this is really funny. I'm 75% duck.
Yeah.
It says, I think you could be a pretty great duck. Pondering it.
Why did I not get a duck pun, and I'm 100% duck? I don't understand.
Because real ducks don't need.
Wow.
Wait, yeah, just to show the proof of my 100% duck, I'll throw it in the.
I will also
Throw it there.
send
It is.
in my thing.
I have no idea how to do that.
I can verify Grace's.
Sensational.
Yep,
Just verify the results.
There's my 100% duck. Well, yeah, I told you guys that they're my favorite aquatic animal.
Did you send it in the Discord or?
I sent it in our text group chat.
Okay. Yeah,
sensational. Okay.
I'll send. Yeah.
What I love about me getting 100% duck is that my habitat I picked was the one that has a person clearly in it. I picked bread, which isn't good for you. The place that I was traveling to was just some random house.
A shack.
Yeah, just some random like shed. I'm hanging out with cows, not even like another kind of bird. And then at the end of the day, I just am obnoxious. So like all of the non-duck, all of like the duck specific like action things that I picked are like don't make sense. But apparently that's how that works.
Oh.
Wow.
Brandon. Wow.
Brandon,
that backfired on me.
Brandon,
really.
Imagine sucking ass at being a duck.
Imagine not being able to be a duck.
I'm
curious to see like
I experimented with this idea to make it kind of just, anyone could be the third wheel, and yeah, I guess that backfired.
Yeah, it really did. The number
Uh,
one comment for this thing is 100% duck and proud. Damn.
Oh wow.
Okay, I'm reading the comments because it's fantastic. This guy named Will Doyle says 0% duck. I guess I didn't fit the bill. Damn.
Oh
Well,
man.
Brandon, there were people who did worse than you, so.
They're the third wheel. I'm not the third. They're the third wheel.
Okay, so from what I'm looking at the comments, the options of percentages are 100%, 75%, 50%, 25%, and 0. So you had a choice between 5 outcomes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, you just had a multiple of 25.
Not someone
or
saying that the pig had the same name as them. What was the pig, Lauren?
Lauren.
Lauren was the
I
pig.
had the same name as the pig. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure that's something you should be proud of.
This guy
Wow.
named Dewey Duck got 100% duck because it's my spirit animal, is what he comments.
Bro, someone said that they had serious deja vu with this quiz because they raised ducks. What?
Why do you get deja vu? Did you become a duck when you raised these ducks?
Oh man.
Bruh.
Well, Brandon, you didn't fit the bill.
Dang. Oh.
Did not fit the bill.
It was probably because I picked the simple pun. I bet that was all that was. Yeah, not
Hang
because
on.
I didn't pick the other ones.
Yeah, wait, okay.
Obviously.
I think now, because by the way we have
Are you ducking
about
serious?
the
You know what?
autocorrect.
Real quick, actually, I'm gonna put in all my same answers, and I'm gonna pick the same pun you guys did. I'm gonna see how that would have changed.
It's just the duck pun.
Yeah, hold on. Okay, so I picked the little pond thing. I picked oats. I picked Sasha. I picked the little flat green field.
Hope it
I would
gets
love
to like
for you to get.
25%.
I would love for you to drop to 0. Would love that.
I did the field trip. Okay, so I'm gonna do how did the duck solve the mystery by using deductive reasoning. Okay,
Absolutely.
and then I did Jose the chicken. I did wings, and then I did third wheel, and then I did stare intently. Oh, never mind. The duck.
Duck again.
That pun had nothing to do with it.
No, I'm
Maybe-
sure just the one change didn't have anything to do with it.
Maybe it was the oats.
Okay, I think because I think because we have about like 15 minutes left. What if we all tried to get 0%?
Sensational.
That'd be
Let's
pretty
all
funny.
let's all find
Okay,
the
what does the
combination.
first person that hit 0% get?
A great handshake. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, here, first person to get 0% gets a third wheel pass.
Really.
So
Oh,
like
so that
you
means
get
we
the
could like skip.
you would
being
just
the third
yeah
wheel?
you just skip being the third wheel for an episode, and then like you are not a likely outcome. So say if Grace, both of us voted for Brandon, and Brandon voted for like me, and he got like a free skip. Because Brandon voted for me, then I would be the third wheel because I'm the only person who got voted for other than that. And I would then have to do it.
Alrighty.
Do we all, is that cool with everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty, alright, first person to
You
get
gotta edit in some
0%.
like non-copyright action music to
Damn
go
it.
along with the
I
I
pressure.
have
50%.
all of that. Yeah, not first person to get 0%. Alrighty, I feel like Sasha's gonna get me 0%. I'm telling you guys, Sasha's a bitch, dude.
Leave is pretty funny.
Yeah, curious ones die.
Hmm.
Oh man.
Damn it, I got 50% duck. Fuck. Ah!
Yeah, I got 50% last time too.
I'm trying to just pick the least duck things.
75%. God damn
You
it.
did
I got
better.
zero.
You
I got zero. Oh,
You got 0?
I do.
Ah,
I did.
fuck.
Wait, Brandon, what's the exact combo you did? I want to see, like, if I do the same combo, I'll get 0.
Let me just put it in the thing for
We believe you.
verification.
I got close. I got 25% duck in my second
Okay,
try.
here, let me retake. So
Wait, I want to read it. Ah,
Okay.
whackers. Sorry, you're just not cut out to be a duck.
Yeah, okay, so the combination for 0% was on the first one for the habitat was the little area near the city.
I figured.
Yeah, that's what I put.
I did chopped lettuce.
I also figured
That one
yeah.
too.
Wait, which duck is the downfall?
I picked the mic. I picked the mic.
That's what I did for the first one when I got 70 or 50%.
Okay, so maybe you answered like the last
and
ones better.
I picked then for where to go now, I picked the little city.
So did I. What the
I am 4 for 4 with you as well. I assumed all these things.
On the duckling duty, I said leave.
I didn't do it with that combination.
On the duck pond, I said I keep texting this duck, but she don't respond.
There as well.
And then for chill with a buddy outside the flock, I picked Lauren the pig.
Okay, the only thing I did differently was Gerda the goose.
Okay, and then for the best feature, I picked the bill because we were talking about how that looked.
That's
I thought
a
we were
goose.
talking about how it didn't look like a duck. Funny enough, for the roll in the flock, I stuck with the third wheel option.
I hit possessed one.
And then to end the day, I also said leave.
I said leave,
Fair
bro.
enough.
There are only 2 different answers, and I got 50%.
That's probably because maybe the third wheel one doesn't, because there are some that don't like actually affect a quiz. They just are a thing to just be curious about.
So does this next, since this one was kind of at odds, will the third wheel pass go on the next episode? Then?
Yes.
Yes, you can't. Nope, you're third wheel for this episode.
Which is a good thing, because poor Brandon gets picked more than anybody else.
I don't feel as bad on this one because this one was kind of a toss-up, but I mean...
Stop using the word toss-up. This is the 3rd time you've used that word.
What can I say, guys? I'm just a duck. I can't. I'm just too duck.
Well, according to the thumbnail, I'm Donald Duck.
I am 3/4
according
duck.
to the description, I'm also Donald Duck, but I'm super confused on how that works. Brandon, also being Donald Duck, you are this episode's third wheel. You also know what that means, Brandon?
This must be like our most boring episode to date.
I think if they follow the link, if they make that effort, then it will be.
Yes, please. I hope you all took it yourselves, and someone ended up with 0%. That would.
Here's the thing, though. If you guys didn't follow along, I would love to know what you're imagining when we're describing all of these different images and pictures.
Yeah, I want you to compare at least and see, if you think that we accurately described these pictures and the vibes that the different animals gave off.
Oh my god.
That's another reason why I thought this would be a little fun experiment to do, is that we got to we got to describe what we were seeing.
Yeah. We tried our best. But Brandon, we said it as a joke, but you went and did it, man. You went and did it. You became the first back-to-back third wheel. You did it.
Brandon was the first third wheel ever, the first unanimously voted third wheel, and the first third wheel to be picked from his own topic.
Man.
Brandon, you're breaking all these records out here. You're not leaving anyone a chance.
Is this why I'm the face thing on our YouTube thing?
Absolutely.
Well, I just picked that because it asked for a square image, and that was the one I had at the moment. So, so I was just like, yeah, sure.
It's the picture's fault. It doomed me from the first episode.
Ever since the start of the first episode, you being
the
icon.
By the way, if you make it to the end of the podcast, again, we'd like to reward our YouTube people. We will be linking a picture of geese teeth and/or duck penises. I don't know, whatever Steven's comfortable putting in.
I don't know. Would YouTube appreciate the duck penis wood?
Well, if it's a link to something else, I don't think they care.
I don't
If
know.
YouTube,
It's not like we're getting monetized. I said duck teeth and/or duck penises. Okay,
what about both?
it's a surprise for them. Okay, I don't want to give it away.
I'm gonna put Brandon in there somewhere.
Yes, put Brandon on a duck head.
Get Brandon a bill.
No, edit my face on Donald Duck, then
Edit your
replace
face
me.
on Donald Duck. Do you
Yeah.
want me to do it on the specific picture that's in this thumbnail?
Absolutely.
If-
Put it, bro. Photoshop him on the thumbnail.
I will do
Oh.
my best.
That means if you're not listening on YouTube, go listen on YouTube.
If you enjoy these rewards that we give you of Brandon's poorly photoshopped face, subscribe to us on YouTube. We appreciate you, YouTube people.
Fantastic. Well, Brandon, do you have any last words to say about your performance?
Clackers, I guess I'm just not cut out to be a duck.
I'm so glad that you're original.
To send us emails to be a guest on the podcast. We do not feed Randall unless you do that, so make sure he has some dinner to eat tonight.
Also,
Absolutely.
Randall, if you're listening to this, take the quiz and find out what % duck you
Yeah,
are.
you're part of the crew now. We need to know.
We need more duck. If you're the 25% duck, I'm honestly gonna lose my mind because that would be so funny.
Yeah, I mean,
If all of us were just a different percent duck.
Also, Randall, please look at your email.
I saw him in person and was just like, we would love to do things with you if you checked your email. And he was like, I haven't checked that in like 3 weeks. And I was like, I know.
Bro,
Otherwise he would have
the
responded.
podcast either. We've been roasting the shit out of him. I don't even know if he'd want to come on this show.
Oh
at
no,
this
I
point.
told him and I told him he was a part of the Lord now, and he was just like, what did I do? I didn't do anything. And I was like, that's the point. You didn't do anything, and therefore you became a part of the lore in one episode.
I know, that's what makes it so funny.
Oh,
if
that's
you don't do
fantastic.
anything for an inappropriate amount of time, we will roast you. That's just the way it is.
An inappropriate amount of time can be defined as either 5 minutes or 5 days.
Honestly, it just depends on when we check the email. But, like, if we send you an email and you don't respond within, like, the week, you can assume you're cannon fodder.
If I don't immediately get a response, yeah, you're done. You're done for. You're
Trust,
done
Steven
for.
literally has a little hourglass that he likes to flip over.
do they make hourglasses that last a week?
Yeah, you just need to put more sand in
Yep.
it. You just put more stuff in it. What do you
Bro, it's the size of a house.
I know, but then you gotta like wait a week to see if you put in the right amount of like
Well,
sand.
Yeah, well, Brandon, actually,
But
technically
it's okay
not. You
because
just...
no one actually sends us an email anyway, so we have time to experiment.
My hourglass doesn't have sand in it. It's got water in it, so it just instantly all goes to the bottom. Just instantly all
Imagine
flushes
you
down.
put in enough water to last a week going down.
Jeez. Calculus 3 will teach me how to calculate
Oh,
how much
yeah.
water will flow out of that.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Anyway, Randall, check your email. We'll make sure that we have a guest eventually. We have a few people in mind, but for the most part, now it's about like contacting them and making sure that the topic would be interesting. So far,
Yeah.
it seems like our main candidate is just out to attack Brandon. He's out for blood. But,
Absolutely. And that's the best kind of content.
you know, like, we're just debating all of our options right now. We'll have to see. But, thank you again for listening, and we're gonna let Brandon do his cringy outro.
Well, before I start that, thank you for. I hope you guys enjoyed the experiment.
I love knowing that
If
I'm
you guys want
100%
something
duck.
like this, but, like, less boring, please let us know. Email, DM us on Instagram, comment on YouTube. More stuff you'd like to see if you want to see more stuff like quizzes. If you want us to be like every other basic ass podcast and do like Am I the Asshole stuff, down.
Hey,
Again, we
I was
are
gonna do
willing
that.
to do Judge Judy stuff if you're willing.
That was my next idea.
Yeah. If again another perk on being on YouTube, you can leave comments and make suggestions. So
Yes.
go.
Tell us what you want to see, what you want to hear.
All you
We would
people.
love to see Brandon become the third wheel in any and all ways possible.
All you people in Brussels, go check out the YouTube, please. All you Brussels listeners
You
out
guys-
there.
Slacking, you became our 5th most listened to country.
Are we good? Anyone have any?
Guys.
Anyone have any other closing remarks?
I don't know.
There's
Third wheel, do
absolutely
you have
nothing
any
wrong.
more remarks?
What?
What?
I said, I don't know. Third wheel, do you have any closing remarks?
I have nothing else to say, but I'm Donald Duck.
Alright.
I actually said I don't want Disney to sue me, so I'm not Donald Duck.
You can be Winnie the Pooh, that's under fair use now.
But how is
Really?
Winnie the Pooh related to a duck?
Don't worry about it.
We'll
Alright.
figure it out. Chemistry, I don't know. Biology. Biology is what I mean.
Because chemistry!
I mean,
You the outro!
okay, guys, so we're gonna see if I can do the outro correctly this time. Thanks, guys, all for listening. We're gonna talk about the YouTube stuff. Go do that. And remember, look around.